with different examples the past simple tense. Beginning with this, when I was 3 years old, lived for 1 year with my grandmother. In this period, I can't remember anything. Here, somebody's going to talk something about this part of her or their life. And today, I remember a lot of things. In this part is to show the past simple tense. For example, I cooked a delicious chicken with my grandma. My cousin didn't cook with our grandma. Did my brother cook with us? And it's the introduction to come here to the past simple tense. Here is the affirmative, negative, and interrogative form with the examples that we'll review in this part. We are going to complement with this. And the consolidation is going to be there, here, working in pairs. We are going to create a conversation using past simple tense and the new vocabulary. Here we are going to use these pictures, the new vocabulary, and is going to try to make a conversation in pairs. That's all for this topic. Your microphone is closed. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I was just checking if you were paying attention. Anyways, thank you, Daniela, for your presentation. Thank you, Blanca. Now, Daniela, would you
Sorry, hi, good afternoon, good night.
Yes. I like your stages of the class, but I have some questions though. Number one, what is your main topic?
Grandmother's house.
Okay, and would you tell us the timing of the stages?
Huh?
The time of each. Can you tell us the time? I mean, how many minutes each activity or each stage?
Okay, here Blanca and me was thinking that it's going to be about, in this part, maybe 5 or 7 minutes to make this activity. We didn't plan in exactly the minutes. I honest with you, but Blanca and me think that it's going to be a 45 minutes of class.
Okay. Okay, I like it.
And we make the time, I understand that what time in past tense, and we talk about grandma's house, because it's like you tell us some experience in base that you live in past. Yes, when you go into with your grandmas. And it's about that. I think that is your question, or the question that asked Daniela.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure. I mean, I like the way there is no correct or incorrect answer. You have divided the class into the stages. That's okay. Just make sure that it complies each stage with the correct information that we discussed last week, which is not more than 7 minutes, for example, the vocabulary, 15 to 20 minutes the main presentation, and mechanical drills, etc. Okay, I like it. Very good. All right, so let's go to who's here? April, are you here?
Yes, hi, good afternoon, sorry.
That's okay.
Be late.
No, that's okay, no worries. We're missing your partner, right? Who's your partner? April, Gina, I don't know, but she hasn't even responded to my messages. Okay, can you do it, April? Are you ready?
Dijon, give me a second.
Sure. Hello, Diego Rodriguez.
Hello, Hanson.
How you doing?
Chair, thank you.
Let me find it because I don't remember. Oh no, wait. Where did I?
Yeah, be careful what you share, because there might be some pictures that only Alanis watch. Oh my God in heavens.
That is not my case, but let me find it.
I only
No
have
te
Barney.
reflejes en mí, por favor.
I only have Barney's and Dora la Exploradora and things
Ay,
like that.
ajá. Eso está más enfermo, Gerson.
But I didn't say what version of Dora la Exploradora.
Por eso está más enfermo.
Oh my Lord
No
in
te creas.
heaven. Lord
I
baby Jesus.
can't find
Tus
it.
fetiches. Está el niño enfrente, cálmense.
I'm
Oh my
lost.
Lord.
Just let me open WhatsApp. I sent it to my partner, but I don't even remember.
Okay. Now we know the excuses. We all are teachers.
No, I have it. I
Ay,
have it.
maestro,
But
es que se lo mandé, pero no vino. No sé dónde quedó. O sea.
no, I have it. I have it. But I don't even remember the name that I used to save it. And I have tons of PowerPoints in this moment with all my classes.
I was a teacher for 5 years in Tec de Monterrey, in the secondary area. You have the very strange, the most strange excuses, ¿no? Así de, o sea, es que el fin de semana fui a la boda de Marijó y no puedo hacer la tarea, maestro. Así sonaste, Abril. Es que tengo tantas tareas.
No, I did it. I did it. I already have it since the last week.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Do you remember what? Sorry, I'm gonna ask. Do you know what's the name of my partner? Because I don't remember.
That's,
and I'm looking for the conversation.
Gina.
Gina. Let me find it.
Well, she's not here though, so I don't know.
Sorry. Here it is.
See, this is what the psychologists call el currículo oculto. O lo que a mí me gusta decir, el síndrome del taquero. You ask a taquero how many tacos he eats a week. You know? ¿Sabes cuánto comen? Nada.
I don't know. Nothing.
No.
It's like me. I have an ice cream shop and I rarely eat ice cream.
So, what do you say? What do you tell to your students? Do homework, be on time, don't talk, be organized, and
I have it.
hello.
I know. But now I have it. Let me share it for you.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Let's see. Well, the topic was simple past. And we will start our class with a warm-up of 5 minutes. And the teacher will ask some of the students, what did you do during the last vacations? So our topic is basically vacations. Then after that, the teacher will project students some pictures. In this case, we chose these ones. And we're gonna ask them if they know what are those locations, and if they know the word or how do they call this like in English. And then like super fast, they will, I'm gonna write, the teacher is gonna write the name under the picture, and they will have like 30 seconds to memorize it. And then we will erase the name of the picture, and they will have to try to spell the words that we just erased from the board. And then for the main presentation, we're gonna have like the part of the grammar, and the teacher will explain the uses of it and the rules they may follow to achieve the purpose of, sorry, can you see? The purpose of the affirmative and negative, only affirmative and negative grammar. And then after that, the teacher will play a video about my last vacations. We didn't look for the video actually, but we were trying to find like something like that, like somebody telling like in my last vacations we did this and I visited this place. And we're gonna ask the students to write like 3 points about what they did in their last vacations using simple past in affirmative and negative form. And then the teacher will encourage the students to share what happened in it using simple past. After that, we're gonna have like a game that is gonna be called like the follow-up, and it's gonna be 15 minutes. And the teacher will split the group into parts or 2 teams, and we're gonna play like this role play called the radio station game. And we're gonna be imagining that we are in a radio station and we are interviewing some of our partners. The point in here is that one of the students is like or two. Two of them are the locutors, and there are the other is like a celebrity, and they have like two options: to interview a famous singer about his or her last concert, or there is another option that we're giving to interview an actor and actress about his or her first experience filming a movie. And it's supposed that they're gonna use the simple past to share what was this experience like for them. And finally, for consolidation in 5 minutes, the teacher will show students some verbs to make sentences using simple past tense with some flashcards, like making two lines, and then they're gonna have or switch or some game just to finish and close the topic. To practice
All right.
in past.
I just love your accent, Miss April. That's pretty cool.
Do I have an accent?
I do have some questions, but let's first listen to the rest of the teachers.
Yeah.
Teachers feedback, or like one of my mentors said, teachers attack.
Tell me.
I actually like the idea because it's not like the simple boring class of just, okay, now the video, and now tell me the simple past, and now tell me what you did last vacation. Just like you're expected to, but instead they went like a step forward and did the games and did the video and everything. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Okay, Fanny, you have a face of very analytic face. Can you elaborate?
Well, I think it's very good. It's a very good class. The only thing, like, my question is, for what age is this class? Like, for what type of ages is this type of class?
It was supposed to be for teenagers, no?
Yes.
Well, yeah, because that's my only question, because for games, like, I have been working for kids, and for kids for like from 5th to 6th, it's very hard for them to make them like play. They don't want to. So when they're teenagers, sometimes they don't really want to like play or sing or have that kind of stuff. So that's why I was asking. But it's a very good work.
All right, very good. I do have some questions, April. I think the follow-up, you got confused with the follow-up and the consolidation. They're both the same.
Let me check.
Yes, and you got separate. So for me, it's that you have, you have the follow-up part of the main presentation, because remember that we need to have in the main presentation, how do you call it? The 3 deals: mechanical, semi-mechanical, and critical thinking. So I guess, I'm just guessing, your follow-up is part of your main presentation, but it's the critical thinking part.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. So yes. So I from my viewpoint is, you just need to clarify. Consolidation is to check if they actually got the point or not.
Okay, great.
Okay, and it's not a rule, but it's highly recommended that it's a conversation activity. Everybody speaks at the same time. You have them, you're going to have them in a line, right? You said something about line and then sharing the flashcards. So I would say do the same, but everybody speaks at the same time.
Okay.
And you just
like
monitor.
Maybe a matching story or something like that, or
yes.
just like
yes, okay. Yes, and you just monitor. Don't interrupt. You just monitor and check if the students actually are using simple past.
Great. Okay.
That's the main objective, right?
Very good.
Very good. Thanks. Any other comment about April's class? No? Okay, very good. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so next it's Alanis. Who's your partner?
Diego, but he is not here right now.
Okay, so thank you for voluntarily doing yourself.
Thanks for chose me. Okay, let me. Okay, here it is. So, okay, the topic. Well, no, sorry, se me olvidó. I forget it. Well, yes, the topic. Hi. It's about experiences. Okay, so we planned to start with some questions like, remember your last vacations, or when was your first kiss? What about your best birthday and things like that? And well, about the simple past, that we have two different kind of verbs that are the regular and the irregular verbs. So we first explain the structure, yeah, so subject, verb, complement, and the verb to be, that it depends of singular or plural, that are, was, or were. And well, sorry, here the regular verbs that ends with ed, and then the irregular verbs that the simple verb change the form. Yes. The vocabulary, well, uh, Diego erased the first vocabulary for the warm-up, but here is the second vocabulary for the main presentation. So to the main presentation, we are going to imagine that we went to a party yesterday. So we are going to talk about what happened yesterday. Yes, so the vocabulary is, I was drunk, I danced, drank, and all of that. I played, I laughed a lot, and all those kind of verbs. So for the mechanical activity, we are going to make a brainstorm. Just, okay, we're going to tell them to imagine that we went to a party and make a brainstorm about activities that they could
Realize.
have done. Yeah, exactly. Realized that night, but in simple form. Okay, like I drink, played, dance, and then we are going to transform those verbs into the simple past. So they will identify the regular and the irregular verbs. And then for the critical thinking, they have, it's like a diary, I think, the activity. So one person starts with, well, choosing a verb, obviously in simple past, and then the other person is going to continue that story, and then the other, all in simple past, about the last night, about the party. And for the follow-up, we are going to make pairs, and then they have to talk about their experience in quarantine. So for example, what did you do this quarantine, and how did you feel, in pairs? And that's all for the class. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, very good. I do have some comments, but let's listen to the other teachers' feedback.
Okay.
By the way, welcome, Diego.
Hi.
So teachers attack, feedback. Y ahora sí, bien quietecitos todos. Sophie has the face that she has some comments, but she doesn't really dare to talk.
No, I'm sorry. My kids are just fighting over the iPad, so it's.
Yeah, that's okay. No worries. I know children. But enjoy your children now, Sophie. I have 2 teenagers, girls. That's,
Ouch.
yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
Anywho, Alanis, in your presentation, I like the way you divide it, the way you explain. I do have some observations. You said that, can you repeat your warm-up?
Warm up.
Yes.
Do I have to share?
No, just well, if you share it, that's
Ya lo
fine.
puse.
That's okay.
Okay, yeah, the warm up is this one.
Yeah. Let me paraphrase it. Let me paraphrase the instruction. Could you explain to me again the warm up?
Okay. Can you tell me about your last vacations? Like, what did you do?
Okay.
Or when was your first kiss? When was your I don't know. Se me fue la palabra.
Any of your birthdays?
Yeah, any of your birthdays. The
very
best
special day, like, in
birthday.
your life.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, in that's you listed that maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and then you move to the vocabulary. Okay. That's great. What do you do in the vocabulary?
That's what I told you. That
It's on the fourth page. And then
no, but this is the second vocabulary. Nos falta poner el primero. Like between the warm-up and the explanation.
Exactly. That's my point, because I got confused because you went straight forward to the presentation, and students need to be prepared, need to be, make it easy to your students, right? Like, okay.
Yes, Go
ahead.
Yeah. Here in the vocabulary, well, I sent to Diego a list, but maybe I forgot to separate each of ones, that the first vocabulary and the second vocabulary. But in the first vocabulary, we, well, here we didn't, yes. But here, like vocabulary, for example, went, did, I don't know, what else?
Look on the fourth page.
No, but this is the second vocabulary, Diego. This is for the main presentation.
Yeah, that might be the confusion that everybody has. Remember that.
Yes.
Remember that. Let me put it this way. You have the 4 stages. You have the warm up. Excuse me. Yes, the warm up. The vocabulary for the entire class. For the main topic, in this case, is last vacations or memories or whatever it is. And then in the main presentation, you will have like a mini vocabulary presentation, especially for the activities that you're going to do for presenting whatever you're going to present. So just make sure that students know the difference so they can actually be prepared in order to receive information, okay? All right, I like it. Very good. Just make sure that the thing is that it has a reason, guys. Remember last week we checked that every stage is a low challenge stage, and then it's a high challenge stage. Remember that? Because if it's a stage, if it's a class that it has only one tone, only one pace, what happens by logic? Alejandro, what happens if you listen to a lecture that it has only one pace?
Well, maybe they get bored.
Yeah, it's boring. And then boring produces indiscipline, and indiscipline produces anarchy, and anarchy produces chaos. I'm being fatalist, but yes. So you need to have every stage make it a challenge and a different pace to your students. Okay, now, if you start right away as a warm-up and start having high challenge activities such as I don't know, a quiz or critical thinking activity, a conversation class, whatever, your students would get too overwhelmed. So you understand that word? They would get too much, right? So you have to be low, then middle, then high. And then the consolidation is a low challenge because they have to rest. Even if you have 2 hours class, like some of you I know have 2 hours or 3 hours with the same group, you have 3 different lesson plans, okay? Because if you have the 3 hours, the same pace, it's chaos, really. Okay, who's next? Let me open my, Sophie and Evelyn. Oh, but you don't have it, right?
No, Evelyn has it.
Okay. Well, now we know who's buying the pizzas as soon as we go back to class, because didn't do the homework.
No, I did it.
You did it or no, didn't?
I did the homework, but the presentation, Evelyn has it.
Oh, see, remember, I've been a teacher for 14 years. That's the oldest excuse ever. No, maestro, es que, ¿se acuerda de Juanjo? Es que no vino y él traía el USB, maestro.
I didn't know she was going to be late.
But I'm a witness. She has it. I'm a witness. She has it.
Ahí son amigas, obvio.
Obvio.
Comadres for life.
That's okay. Well, Evelyn replied. She said that she's coming. So as soon as she gets in online, well, then we can have homework done. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's do. Okay. Let me